Hello everyone, so I'm just going to be doing a quick review in this video for this, which is the Inkbird digital food thermometer, the 1HT-1P. Now, I'm sure most of you will be aware that temperature control and being aware of temperature is really important for home brewing in a lot of different situations, whether it be during the mash or fermentation or whatever. So having a good thermometer that you can rely on is quite important. I do already have a Thermopen, which they're really good. I would thoroughly recommend them. They are more expensive than a lot of the sort of budget options that you can find on Amazon and such like. This is a little bit cheaper than the Thermopens, but looks certainly feature-wise more impressive than some of those cheaper models. So I thought I'd get one of these as a backup, and Inkbird were kind enough to send me this one for free to do a review on. So full disclosure, I didn't pay for it, but I will do the review as honestly as I can. So let's have a look at it and see what we think. Okay, so on the back we've got some of the technical specs. Measurement accuracy plus or minus 1 degree C. Now that you would think, bearing in mind that it reads down to 1/10 of a degree, is a problem, but even the Thermopens have accuracy stated as plus or minus 0.4, and generally they're much closer as far as I'm aware than that, and we can test that out when we calibrate it anyway. It's got 2-year warranty on it. Measurement range between -50 and 300 degrees Celsius, so more than covers all the temperatures that you'd want to be measuring for homebrew. Measuring rate 0.5 seconds, so pretty rapid in terms of taking the reading. And one other thing that's different with this to a lot of the other thermometers that you can buy online, it's actually rechargeable rather than running off batteries. So in the box there is a little recharging cable. It is waterproof to IPX5. Don't know exactly what that means, but I guess it must mean to some extent it's waterproof. So let's open up the box and see what we've got. The device itself is pretty straightforward. There's only one button on the front. The probe folds out like this, and when you do that it lights up and you see the reading come up on the front. One thing that I liked straight away about this is it's actually got a backlit display, so when I'm brewing in a dingy shed in the middle of the night, I can see what the temperature is quite easily from that. Yeah, and that's really it. Little port on the bottom there for recharging with the USB cable, which is there, and a little bit of instructions inside on how to calibrate it. So that is one thing which I do like again straight away about this particular model, is that you can calibrate it yourself. So if there are any issues with the calibration on it when you check it against known values, then you can obviously adjust that using the calibration value on here, which is between, I think you can calibrate up to plus or minus 3 degrees C. Yeah, where does it say that? Does it say that on there? Yeah, so there's quite a wide range of calibration. You'd like to think that hopefully it wouldn't be that far out anyway, but we'll check that in a minute. So yeah, let's test it out and see how close it is in terms of calibration, and I'll also go through the calibration process that you can use for this, but also just to check other thermometers as well, so you can make sure that they're reading correctly. Okay, so to check the calibration, we have two known points in terms of temperature, which are the freezing point of water and the boiling point of water, that we can easily recreate. So here I've got a glass full of ice. You need to stack the glass right to the top, and then obviously put a bit of water in and measure that. So here we're 0.1 out, but that's still pretty good as far as the calibration goes. So we can then correct that using the calibration function on here. So we hold down the button and open the probe to go into calibration mode, press the button once more, and then just press and hold to find the calibration that you want, which in this case would be minus 0.1, which should now correct for the error in calibration that we've just seen when we measured it in the ice. So you leave that for 10 seconds and then it will save itself, and we can now test it again. So we'll try it out in the ice again, and as you can see it's now reading exactly 0 degrees, which is where we want it. We can then try the other end of the scale, which is the boiling point, and again obviously just a pan of boiling water on a rolling boil reads 100 degrees C. So just to show you it working in a home brewing scenario, here it is testing the strike water and the mash temperature in a brew that I did earlier, where it performed perfectly fine. So yeah, pretty good. So quick final thoughts on this. It's a decent little bit of kit, I think, in my opinion. The price of this at full price on Amazon is £29.99, so it's £30, which is quite a lot of money for a thermometer. But I mentioned the cheapy ones before, and I think that if you are, investing in something that's going to last a bit longer, I've certainly gone through more than 3 of the really cheap thermometers, and I bought a firmer pen for that reason, because I thought it was actually worthwhile investment if it's going to last, which it has. I can't say that this is going to be up to the same build quality and durability as that yet, because I've not had it for long enough, but so far it seems to be quite solid and sturdy, and it's survived a couple of brews already. So yeah, hopefully it will last quite well, and it is rated as well, not fully waterproof, but to a certain level water resistant, so that should hopefully help. So I think it's worth that money anyway, but Inkbird have always got sales going on and discounts, so yeah, you will definitely be able to pick it up for cheaper than that. In fact, right now I think there's a voucher on Amazon for 50% off, so you can probably get one for 15 quid, which is an absolute steal as far as I'm concerned, considering the sort of features that you get on this one as well. So yeah, I mean, comparing it to the firmer pen, it's actually got a couple of things which I think are improvements on what you get with those thermometers, so like the backlit display and the ability to calibrate it properly as well. So obviously if the firmer pen slips out of calibration, which it's yet to do so far, so I'm not saying that it's likely to do that, but I wouldn't actually be able to calibrate it myself, whereas this one I can fix any issues with the calibration as I'm going on, and that's yeah, that's something that's reassuring, I think, for the longevity of being able to use it for a while. So yeah, I'll put a link to this in the description if you want to go and have a look at it on Amazon. As I said, there's a 50% voucher on it at the moment, which is live until this Friday. So maybe if you want to get yourself a little bonus stocking filler for your brewing, you can go and pick one of those up for, it'll be 15 quid, I guess. So yeah, and thanks again to Inkbird for sending me one out. It will get used well, and yeah, good to have a backup for the firmer pen that I've already got. So that's it. Cheers. See you later.
I'm the dude. So that's what you call me, that or his dudeness or duder or, El Duderino.